thinking out loud, maybe we...
But you hear again how your tendency to fall off notes is falling at the end of almost every line. You're falling off the note, off the note, off the note. What's up, Mishan Clan? Adam Mishan, singer, songwriter, and vocal coach, here to do a reaction to Markiplier singing Thinking Out Loud. Be sure to check out my new singing course where I teach you to take your voice from this
When a man loves a woman,
to this.
run, run, lost boy, they say to me. When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love?
Okay, so far, sounding pretty good. There's just a little bit of a lack of cut to the sound. So it's just a little bit on the bassier side, and that cut can definitely come with a little bit more nasality happening. When your legs don't work like they used to before. Just using a little bit more of that getting a little bit more of that nasality in there is going to help you, Markiplier, find that cut in the voice.
Will your eyes still smile from your cheek? And darling, I will be loving you till we're 17.
Okay, so here is where kind of the voice flips upside down. If you're watching this, cool, because you'll learn some tips on how to improve. So when we're going up in our upper range, we want to kind of do the opposite of what we would do on the lower range. So right now in the lower range, you're keeping it bass heavy. But then as you're going up higher, you're allowing way too much nasality happening. And so your voice is almost flipped upside down. So if we turned it the other way around, you would find a little bit more balance. And darling, my heart, So as we go up higher, we want to find a little bit more of that depth, a little bit more of that in the voice. That's going to help to hold everything together, support into your body, and avoid the larynx jumping up in your throat, like you have here.
Baby, my heart could still fall less hard at 23.
Another tendency that I'm hearing is you have a tendency to fall off notes. And darling, my. So here I'm kind of hitting the note, but then I'm coming off the note. We want to try to find, and darling, my deep. You're on the note and shut the note off. You don't need to fall down because that sounds a little bit unprofessional. It leads to it sounding like you're off pitch when you're really not. You're just sliding down.
I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways.
Okay, so I'm thinking about how we need a little bit more energy here. Here is where we kind of like turn up the dial. The first part of the song is very chilled, very laid back. Here's where we got to turn up that dial. People fall in love in mysterious ways. We got to get a little bit more of that and a little bit more energy out of it. That's the key element that's missing here.
Maybe just the touch of a hand.
There you had it. You hear that?
I'll keep on loving you every single day. I just want to tell you I am. So honey, now.
This is another piece that a lot of untrained singers or people that are not naturally 100% gifted, they have a tendency to know, okay, there's a trill going on here, and I know my starting point, I know my end point, but I don't really know what the flurry of notes in between should be. So it's kind of like, it's like, I don't care what's in the middle, I'm just going to find those 2 points. That's a problem. We got to find what should be in the middle. Got to find all those notes in between in order to complete that run perfectly.
Take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars.
So nice. Here on those upper notes, you've got a lot more depth on them. You're finding that bass range in your voice, that low end to your voice here.
Place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud, maybe we.
But you hear again how your tendency to fall off notes is falling at the end of almost every line. You're falling off the note, off the note, off the note. And so every time you're falling off the note, it sounds like, oh, he just went off pitch. Oh, he just went off pitch. When really you could just end it short and you would be on pitch.
We found love right where we are, where my hair's all but gone and my memory fades. And the crowds don't remember my name. When my hands don't play the strings the same way.
See, there you knew you didn't quite know where those notes were. When my hands, when my hands, when my hands. We got to get all those notes in there. Otherwise, it's just like a hands, hands. It's just like, I don't know where the note should be, but I know where my top note is, and I know where my bottom note is, and I'm just going to slide through them, and it sounds really sloppy. We don't want to do that. We want to get nice, clean, clear, cut runs.
I know you also love me the same, 'cause honey, your soul could never grow old, it's evergreen.
Again, the falling off notes.
Baby, your smile's forever in my mind and memory. Ooh.
That was really good. That was awesome. Memory was spot on. That's where you want it to be.
I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe it's all part of a plan. Me, I'll keep on making the same mistakes, hoping that.
Okay, so on mistakes, I was noticing a little bit of tongue tension. Your tongue was kind of popping back in your mouth, pulling back. You want to try to allow it to rest right there on the bottom teeth. Don't pull it back on, especially with an A. Should be a relaxed position. The tongue should go high, but it shouldn't go back necessarily. I forget what else I wanted to say.
You'll understand, but baby now, ooh, take me into your loving arms, kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars, place your head on my beating heart, I'm thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are.
And it's ironic because we found love right where we are. That you've got down pat because you know it on your guitar. You know exactly which notes you're going for. Dee, da, 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 da. But if you had to do that in a run, you probably wouldn't know every note in between. So why would you feel comfortable sliding through a run when you don't just slide, we found love right where we are? You don't sing it like that. You find every single note and you sing it bang on. So the same thing with your runs. Got to really nail them out the way you do that note pattern. That was the other thing I wanted to point out is your falsetto. Your falsetto needs to be more relaxed. Just let it kind of the same mistakes. So you want to let go of same completely. Same. We're not holding on to it. Same. We're not like somewhat falsettoing, somewhat full voicing. We want to find same, where it's just totally relaxed, totally floating. That's what we want.
So baby now, take me into your loving arms.
So Markiplier, you see there now You need to find those notes, and then sing them slowly at first. Piece them together, and then speed it up till you've got it, and you will have a perfect run there.
Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your hand on my beating heart. Thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are. Maybe we found love right where we are. Maybe we found love right where we are. Was it that bad? You gonna run away? Good quote. Oh, who's a squaffy bubble? So, this is that secret project that terrifies me. It may not seem like a lot, I know. I know it's got a lot of mistakes, and I know there's a lot of stuff that I can improve on, but by my own standards, this is a big step forward for me. I haven't performed musically in front of people since high school, and that was a nightmare. So this was a big psychological hurdle to even get to this point, where I've only been taking...
Very interesting to hear his background story. I didn't know that this was something that was a nervous point for him. Seems like he's going through his own journey as well. Being the fact that I've gone through from like 0 to being able to sing, I know what he's going through. I know exactly those points where you're just not sure. It's not because you know better but are not deciding not to. You're not sure how exactly it should be sung. I know. I was there. I was literally there. This is what makes me such a great teacher and why I can teach so many people is that I've gone through everything everybody's gone through.
This seriously for about 3 months now, but this is what I'm going to be doing on the tour. If you want more tickets, we also added second shows where it's sold out, so check out Markiplier.com or go to the link in the description below. There'll be stuff down there that'll show you. I mean, not the whole tour. We also have a comedy show that we're doing with it, but this was a personal challenge for me because it's one of those moments where I know my weakness, and my weakness is this, like performing in something that's not just me going on stage and talking, which you guys know I can do till the sun goes dead. But when it comes to like performing like this and knowing it's not perfect and knowing I'm not great at it, it's, I don't know. I'm really proud of myself.
But Markiplier, it's not that you're not bad. You have a lot of good things going for you. Number one, your voice is already very well balanced. It would just take a little bit of training and you'd be there with the right guidance. Like you're not far off.
And I think that's cool. Don't expect my channel to suddenly change into only covers. I do this because it's a good challenge for me and it's a great expression of creativity, and it's something that really, really drives me. And in where a lot of my life I have improved myself substantially, this is one of the areas that I have let myself regress. So I don't want to shy away from it just because I'm afraid of failing at it. I want to pursue it, I want to hit it hard, and I want to show you guys, and I want to present this to you because, I mean, that's what it's all about, right? I mean, that's what...
I think that is extremely, extremely brave. Amazing. Good on him. And I hope that this inspires a lot of you, that even if you're not amazing at something, you should put yourself out there. You should try. I was posting videos since 2011, I think, and I sucked back then. I really sucked. But I still stuck at it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to get better. And if you see my transformation video, a lot of it is really junky. It's really bad. But I kept at it, and as I went through, you can see the progression, and taking lessons is really one of the key aspects to it, because if you don't have the right coaching, that's why I struggled for so many years, is that I didn't have the right coach. So finding the right coach is one of the key elements. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. If you want to see more of these videos, hit the subscribe button next to it. Hit the bell so you get notifications when new videos come out. With all that said, I'll see you in the next video. Be sure to check out my new singing program called Transform Your Voice, where I teach you how to go from this
When a man loves a woman
to this.
When